What would you do if someone you loved dearly became a stranger before your eyes? How would you cope if the person you once shared a world with began speaking a language you could not understand and no longer knew who you were? Something mysterious happened to one family and it shattered the world they thought they knew. How could this family member find the strength to rise above such misfortune? In the previous episode, Dr. Ehara received a referral from his friend, Dr. Yoshino, a case unlike any other. The patient was a young boy who once lived as Yamato, a Japanese child, but now calls himself Amin. He insists he is not Japanese, remembers nothing of Yamato's family, and, astonishingly, speaks several languages. Who is Amin really? And how will Dr. Ehara treat this extraordinary patient? Episode 4 Fragments of Yamato. The conversation about Yamato's symptoms continued in Ehara's examination room.
Were you there when Yamato turned into Amin?
To be precise, Yamato had already turned into Amin even before 3 weeks ago.
I have no memory of that time.
Amin read Ehara's intention and answered first. This sharp intuition also served as proof that Amin was not a 5-year-old child.
There were moments when, even as Yamato, Amin began speaking about memories that were unmistakably Amin's own.
Masato spoke then, his voice brimming with excitement. Ehara leaned forward, listening intently. Until last night, there had even been suspicions that this might be some kind of family-wide scam. But after meeting Amin, it became clear that the family before him was speaking the truth. Normally, such decisions would come only after multiple counseling sessions and scans, but Ehara already trusted this family. Or perhaps it would be more accurate to say he wanted to believe. For Ehara, either way, it was the same. Could you tell me about the day when Yamato became Amin?
Of course. It all began on the flight to Bali the day before Yamato became Amin, when Yamato suddenly started saying strange things.
The prologue to the tragedy began aboard the flight from Perth, the capital of Western Australia where the Kagawa family lived, sparked by a casual conversation between Yamato and a fellow passenger. Masato began recounting what happened on that flight. The cabin was nearly full that day. Nearby, an elderly woman watched Yamato and Haruka with a gentle smile as they laughed together.
Is this your first time flying?
She struck up a friendly conversation with Haruka in English, her words carrying a warm Australian accent.
I've flown before. Just recently, I took a plane to Japan.
Yamato answered on Haruka's behalf, since her English wasn't yet fluent. Normally, the two were constantly bickering, but in moments like this, he proved to be a surprisingly caring older brother.
Oh, I see. Is this your first time going to Bali?
I've been to Indonesia before, but this is my first time going to Bali.
Yamato, you've never even been to Indonesia. Bali is part of Indonesia, you know.
Masato, who had been listening to the conversation, suddenly chimed in. The elderly woman laughed, but Yamato's expression faltered.
What are you talking about, Dad? We went to Indonesia before.
No, you've never been there.
Masato shook his head.
We did go. I remember, Dad.
The strange back and forth continued. The elderly woman, seemingly unconcerned, opened the novel she had prepared on her lap. At that point, Masato hadn't noticed anything unusual about Yamato and was simply enjoying the view from the sky. The flight to Bali took about 3 hours, but by the time they landed, Masato, never fond of flying, already showed signs of fatigue on his face. Arriving late at night at Denpasar Airport in Bali, they found the terminal almost deserted, with only a handful of staff on duty. Yamato and Haruka, heavy-eyed and sluggish, trailed behind Masato and Sanae. Inside the airport stood a statue of Garuda, the divine bird that serves as Indonesia's national emblem. Its face was that of an eagle, its body human-like, yet from its back spread powerful wings, a figure both fearsome and shrouded in mystery.
Mom, is this a bad guy?
Surprisingly, it was Yamato who answered Haruka's question.
Not a bad guy. Garuda is a good god.
Sanae couldn't believe her ears.
Wow, Yamato, that's impressive. You really know your stuff. Did Dad teach you that?
No. I know because I saw it before.
Did you see it on TV?
Sanae peered at Yamato's face with curious eyes.
No, that's not it.
Did you see it on the internet? Or did Grandma teach you?
To every question, Yamato insisted it wasn't so. In the end, how he gained knowledge about Garuda remained a mystery. Sanae didn't give it much thought at this point, assuming he had probably learned it from his grandmother. As soon as they stepped out of the airport, an unpleasant humidity hit them. Taxi touts kept approaching and talking to them. After negotiating with 4 or 5 drivers, they finally agreed on 150,000 rupiah, half the amount the first driver had quoted, and headed to the hotel. The driver's name was Made, and he looked about the same age as Masato. Contrary to his friendly nature, Made's driving was rough. He sped up, sometimes driving down the middle of 2 lanes, overtaking cars one after another. The road was crowded with cars and scooters. There were especially many scooters, and some riders weren't wearing helmets. On the back seat of 2-seater scooters, there were people fiddling with their phones.
You're going way too fast. The police are going to catch you.
I'm not speeding. This is normal driving in Indonesia.
No way, that's clearly fast. You're in a hurry, aren't you?
After this, I've got at least 2 more groups of passengers to pick up, so I can't take it easy.
That sounds tough. How late are you planning to work?
According to what he said, Made has 3 children and seems to work from 9 a.m. until 2 a.m. He used to work as a farmer, but when he could no longer make a living, he switched to being a driver about 5 years ago. Masato felt as if he'd been given a wake-up call for his own tendency to complain about trivial things at work. Outside the window, there were about 3 times as many power lines as he would see in Australia, making him sense how far behind the infrastructure development was.